Okay, picture this. You walk into a party, you see someone across the room, you know this person, you've met them before, you remember their laugh, you remember they have a dog named Biscuit, you remember they love pineapple on pizza, which honestly should have been a red flag, but their name? Gone, completely, vanished, like it never existed. So you smile, nod, and spend the next 20 minutes calling them, "Hey you!" hoping no one notices. Sound familiar? Here's the thing. This happens to literally everyone, and there's actually a really fascinating scientific reason for it. By the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why your brain drops names like a bad habit. And we've got 4 surprising reasons to break down. Stick around, because the last one, it's the most important habit of all. And if you skip it, well, let's just say you'll keep living that "hey you" life forever. Let's get into it. Point 1. Names are totally arbitrary. So here's your brain. Incredible machine. Billions of neurons firing every second. But your brain has a quirk. It loves meaning. It stores things that connect to something else. Give it a word like apple. Boom. It immediately pictures red, round, crunchy, tasty. It has a whole web of connections to hold on to. Now give it a name. Brad. Your brain goes, "What do I do with this?" Brad tells your brain nothing. Is Brad tall? Short? Funny? A plumber? A pilot? A guy who definitely owes you $20? You have zero idea. The name is completely arbitrary. It doesn't mean anything on its own. And when something doesn't carry meaning, your brain just doesn't bother gripping it tightly. It's like trying to nail Jell-O to a wall. It looks like it worked for a second and then splat. Point 2. Names have no backup plan. Here's something that saves us every single day without us even realizing it. Synonyms. If you forget the word exhausted, no problem. You say tired. You forget enormous, just say huge. Language gives us all these little escape routes, but names have no synonyms. If you forget someone's name, there is no substitute. You can't walk up to someone and go, "Oh hey, large smile Kevin," and expect that to land well. There's only one correct answer, and if it's not on the tip of your tongue, you're stuck. That awkward pause when you're introducing 2 friends and suddenly you forget one of their names. Yeah. That silence is your brain desperately searching for a backup that does not exist. Point 3. Names are multi-part puzzles. All right, let's make it even trickier. Most people don't just have one name. They have a first name, a last name, sometimes a middle name, a nickname, and if they're from certain cultures, a whole lineup of names. Remembering just Tom when you need Tom Hanks is basically useless. It's like knowing someone lives somewhere in the city and being asked for their exact street address. Your brain has to store all these pieces and link them together and pull them out at exactly the right moment in conversation. That's not just memory. That's a whole operation. And here's the sneaky part. Even when the individual pieces are common words, like Tom and Hanks separately, their combination is still rare. Your brain doesn't hear Tom Hanks every day, so it stays slippery, sitting in that low-priority filing cabinet in the back. Point 4. Names are low-frequency words. Speaking of filing cabinets, your brain is ruthlessly efficient. It keeps the stuff you use all the time right at the front. Easy to grab, fast to recall. Words like the, good, okay, love, those are front-row seats. But low-frequency words, words you almost never use, those get shoved to the back, and they take longer to find when you need them. Names, especially full names of people you don't see every day, are some of the lowest frequency items in your memory. They don't come up often enough for your brain to keep them on speed dial. That's why you can perfectly picture someone's face. Remember their job? Recall exactly what they were wearing the first time you met. But their name? It's somewhere in the back, behind a pile of random stuff your brain decided was more important. The Moses illusion. Bonus twist. Oh, and it gets weirder. Here's a quick question. How many animals did Moses take on the ark? If you said 2 of each kind, got you. It was Noah, not Moses. This is called the Moses illusion. Your brain does a quick, good enough scan and accepts information that feels right, even when it's wrong. Moses and Noah are both Bible figures, both leaders. Close enough, your brain says, and moves on. This happens with names all the time. You're sure you know someone's name, you confidently say it, and then someone gives you that look. Turns out you'd been mixing up 2 people for months. Your brain wasn't lying to you. It was just a little too relaxed on the job. The last habit, the one you can't skip. Okay, here's the part I told you not to miss. Now that you understand why your brain forgets names, here's the single most powerful habit to fight it. Repeat the name immediately, out loud, in context. When someone tells you their name, use it right away. Nice to meet you, Sarah. So, Sarah, how do you know the host? Every time you say the name out loud, you're creating a new connection in your brain. You're giving it meaning. You're bumping it out of that low priority folder and into something stickier. And if you can link the name to something visual, Sarah has silver earrings. S for Sarah. Even better, you're basically doing your brain's filing for it. Miss this habit, and you'll walk out of every room still calling people, "Hey you." Use it, and people will be amazed at how well you remember them. And trust me, people remember those who remember them. So here's the takeaway. You don't forget names because you're careless. You forget them because your brain is wired to find them slippery. They're meaningless. They have no backups. They come in pieces, and they barely show up often enough to stick. But now, you know. And knowing is the first step to fixing it. Go out there, repeat that name, make that connection, and never live through another awkward "hey you" moment again. If this helped you, smash that like button, subscribe, and share it with whoever just forgot your name this week. See you in the next one.